aromanticism. You don't have the capacity for romantic attraction. My husband is what's called apothoromantic. You're repulsed by romance. And it's just who he is and how he is how he's always been. So like PDA, he's not gonna do it. Doesn't like to cuddle. And the thing about it that's so crazy is that he, in his head, he wants to be, or he feels like he is. But he always talks about like cuddling and, oh, when it's warm, like he wants to get onesies with me. And we, it's like in his mind, it's like, oh, this would be so fun and sweet to do. But when we get into bed at night, like, for years, he would actually make it a point to like put the dogs on the bed between us. Or at one point he was even getting up at night and going in another room. And I was like, no, we're not. No, sir, no. Once I learned again, he's got this, visceral repulsion to romantic attraction. It just kind of clicked for me like, oh, wow, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So it's not something he chooses. It's interesting because I'm a romance writer. So as a allosexual, I'm so romantic. And so, it's interesting how we are a couple, but we work how we work. Romantic attraction, sexual attraction, they don't really have anything to do with love. Like, I know my husband loves me. He tells me he loves me, but he shows me he loves me. I think that, especially when you're dealing with a partner who is not allo, you have to look at some of the other love languages. My husband's love language is acts of service. I hear a lot of complaints about women who are like, oh, my husband, I have to tell him to clean up after himself. I have to tell him to put the seat down after. I don't have to say shit to my husband. He cooks. He cleans the house. For a very long time in our household, I was the breadwinner and he was the one who stayed home with the kids. Now the roles have kind of flipped in the last few months, and I've had to come into my, housewifishness, which is very new to me because I'm still, running my business. I used to actually question, though, like whether or not he actually liked me. Like, he doesn't want to hold my hand. He doesn't seem to want to, have sex unless it's a physical imperative to him, and then after understanding, okay, this is his sexual orientation, things really clicked for me that, oh my God, he actually really loves me because he sets aside some of his repulsions to express physical love to and with me.